Everybody out there, thank you so much for tuning in to my weekly review of season 4 of BET's Sunday Best. This is my week 9 review, and first off, I just would like to say that I actually thought that this week was going to be the finale. In actuality, next week is going to be the finale, so it appears that there are about 10 weeks in the competition. But I'll just say this. Deborah Lee and BET might as well sign their rights over to Amber Bullock, because she owned the show tonight, which is why you see her name in the title field of this video yet again. She absolutely blew it out of the water. And I know you hear me say that a lot because sometimes it's difficult for me to describe in words a performance that was so phenomenal and so flawless. And but I was completely blown away. I'll get into the songs that they sang tonight. But again, she absolutely owned the show tonight. I was not in any way or even a bit concerned about the way that she performed and about the judges' responses to her performances. But I'll just get into it. Week 9 was opened by, their opening performance was by James Fortune. And he sang a song called I'll Trust You. And that's a song that's very near and dear to my heart. I have heard the song a number of times. And my spiritual response to that song is always the same way. I love that song. And I feel like that it was most appropriate for this day and time anyway. Especially with this past week in my area, we had an earthquake and a hurricane all in the same week. But the show was opened by James Fortune. Again, he sang I'll Trust You. So like last week, each contestant had the opportunity to perform twice. Okay, the first two performances were it was sort of as in a tribute. It was a tribute to Walter Harkins. The songs that the first two contestants, which are Andrea Helms and Amber Bullock, that they sang were songs by the late Walter Hawkins. And first up tonight was Andrea Helms, and she sang a song that I have always loved. It was called Changed. I'm so glad they changed. And, I absolutely love that song. Tonight was it seemed like all of the songs that they sang tonight were all of my favorite songs. Which is why tonight was one of my favorite episodes of this entire season. So Andrea Helms, she sang Changed. And performing after Andrea was, of course, Miss Amber Bullock, and she sang Thank You, Lord. Now, the judges were not too favorable in overall. They weren't too favorable of that particular performance. But I don't think that they were favorable of Andrea Helms' performance either. So it seems like they pretty much got the same. The reactions from the judge tonight on their very first performance. So in the second half of the show, when they were performing the other two songs, their other song, again coming in the same order, Andrea sang, and this was just, the second half of the show was just regular gospel. They're just singing regular gospel songs, no particular theme. And the song that Andrea sang tonight was I Love the Lord. I believe many of us have heard Whitney Houston sing this song from the Preacher's Wife soundtrack, and again, one of my favorites. But oh my God, Amber Bullock came in, she showed up and she showed off. Amber Bullock sang a song for Every Mountain. I believe it's by Kurt Carr. And it was something unbelievable. Hopefully many of you had the chance to watch tonight, because tonight tonight's episode is the episode where the contestants were singing for our votes. We're soliciting votes by way of their performances, and so hopefully many of you watch so you could support the contestant in which you prefer to support. I'll just openly say that I'm sure you know, can figure that out by now, that I supported Amber Bullock. I definitely tweeted the number that they put out for Amber, and I also put a post on my Facebook. Remember to go, all my contact information is below my video. Remember to follow me on Twitter and add me on Facebook. All of my contact information is always, always, always below the video. I never change it for that very reason. I never change the information in the show more field. But overall, tonight was a very, very good show. I could see that both contestants were really, really fighting for their spot as Sunday best this season. But my God, the way that Amber sang that song tonight, it gave me chills. It sort of reminded me of when Mike Pugh came in earlier this season, and the way he performed, the way he sang "I Won't Complain." This performance by Amber Bullock tonight really, really, really reminded me of that, because you could tell that if for a minute she had moved out of the whole stage thing. She had forgotten all about the cameras, and it was all about her and God. And Pastor Donnie McClurkin, he can always set it off inside that place. I love the way that he can come in and just bring the anointing when it's definitely appropriate, or encourage it, for a lack of a better word. But again, I really, really, really enjoyed the show. If I did not mention, the show was closed with Richard Smallwood singing "Trust Me," and again, they gave out numbers tonight for everyone to go in and support the contestant that you think should be the winner of this season's Sunday Best. I'm not going to post the number because I'm not sure how long the lines were open, but I'm sure if you log on to BET.com and go on the Sunday Best page, you can find out all of that information. Again, I personally voted for Amber Bullock. Again, nothing personal against Andrea Helms. I'm not a fan of her singing style, and I've tried to keep an open mind, but when I close my eyes and I think Sunday Best, and I think BET, and I think gospel, I see more of Amber Bullock than I do Andrea Helms. One of the things that really bothered me again tonight was the fact that they have brought this race thing back again. Earlier in the first half of the show, she did a little I don't know what they call it, but the video that she did before the performance, and she talked about race is not an issue for me. And then they played back what the judge said last week about, I'm glad you're not coming across, I'm glad to see that you're not trying to come across as the black girl. And it's just, I get the strategy that they're trying to develop here. They're trying to develop this relationship that, even a Caucasian person has the potential to be Sunday Best on BET. Okay, I can completely understand that. But it comes to a point where all of that becomes very distracting. I don't think that it's fair. I don't see Amber Bullock saying I should win because I'm an African American. I don't see her doing that. I don't think anybody can look, it's no secret that Andrea Helms is a Caucasian. It's no secret about that. It's no secret that she is a preacher's wife, and her husband, who's also a Caucasian, sits in the audience every week. But I just again, I get the strategy, but again, it comes across as a little bit unfair and biased. And you would think that that sounds strange, like why? And but again, that's just my opinion. I know everyone is free to their own opinion, and I am exercising that right. But it's just I don't think that it's fair. It seems like they are trying to win over fans for Andrea, and I thought that her talent should do that versus them trying to use, and they, a lot of people say African Americans use the race card. Well, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that over the past couple of episodes, they've been using the race card to benefit Andrea. And again, that's just my opinion. But nevertheless, what God has for Amber Bullock is for her. And if it is meant for her to be the Sunday Best winner of this season, then it will be. In my heart, there's no way, I'm just going to say this, there is no way after the performance she gave tonight, which sent everyone up in a praise, everywhere they were. I don't believe that it could be any other way. So again, I just wish Amber Bullock the best. And just to reiterate, I have nothing personal against Miss Andrea Helms. One of the foremost reasons why you see me throwing so much support behind Amber Bullock is, again, because from the very first part of the show, I established a favorite five. And Amber Bullock was the favorite five. And I even said that I would be following the people in my favorite five throughout the show. Miss Helms was not a part of my favorite five, so that's why you have not seen me giving as much support to Andrea as I have Amber. Someone messaged me and asked me why don't I give credit to Andrea Helms, which is not true, because I have said that she acted in a video before. I have even given her credit. But nevertheless, thank you again so much for tuning into my weekly review of Week 9 of BET's Sunday Best Season 4. I hope many of you watched the show tonight. I enjoyed it, so I'm sure if you watched it, you would have enjoyed it too. Next week is indeed the finale. It's a 2-hour finale. I think we're in for a surprise. And, please leave comments and suggestions below the video. Contact me if you have any questions. Don't forget to go up and check out the other videos that I have. And look out for my weekly broadcast of Talks with Tim on Wednesday. Again, I usually do my broadcast on Wednesday, and I simply just do my show reviews every Sunday after the show. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next week, take care.